How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Catterson here with Veronica Mars, episode 4, season 2, with some very interesting bits and pieces, well, not just in general that has been divulged with this season, but with last episode in particular as well. So yeah, especially in regards to the victim that was found on the beach at the ending of episode 2. And the idea that there might have been intent in regards to the bus incident, with the fact that maybe that was with Veronica in mind in terms of getting back at her. That was the idea, to have her potentially die on that bus, considering the rest of the students, barring Meg, have sadly died. So yeah, but yeah, some very interesting bits and pieces that came out with that last episode, not just for us, the viewer, but for the characters as well. Veronica, of course, investigating into Kendall and what was happening with that little affair going on there, obviously involving Logan. So yeah, but yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into this episode. So with that said, it's episode 4, season 2 for Veronica Mars. Let's go.
Or, I guess, my potential fiance, now that I found an engagement ring in his gym bag.
You found it in his...
I need some serious
I was gonna say, why were you
take
snipping
down your information and
what was
make
going
sure
on?
Mr. Mars gets...
He thinks I'm at yoga.
Great. Well, Mr. Mars will review your case, Miss Block, and he'll be
In
in
before
touch
it's a
tomorrow.
reversal scenario.
Man of the hour. Keith Mars, Julie Block.
Looking forward to working with you, Mr. Mars.
He's just like...
Nick Harris, Detectives, is always good. If you're looking locally,
The nod,
Vinny
like,
Van
yeah.
Lowe is a respected detective.
I don't think that was an approval.
I'm really sorry about this, Julie. I hope it all works out. We wish you the best.
Oh, so she's gonna go behind
The
his
only
back.
way I'd ever make... Lately, it's tennis.
There
At
is
12
a framed
o'clock?
photo of a woman on his bar.
Okay. Got it. I'm on it.
Thanks.
Maybe his sister?
You need help with Trig.
In fact, I might give her both hands.
Are you hearing that?
Wow! Oh, wasn't he in the last episode? What was it, Cher, he said to... yeah, Alicia. So, what's... Yeah, we're still wondering what's up with that. Like... that's it. Potentially, she's Alicia is an ex of that guy.
A guy dreams his whole life of a beautiful woman bringing him a sandwich.
Oh, Keith. Oh my god.
Do you have a spare gun that I could borrow?
Oh shit! Yeah, that's quite a mouthful.
Depends. Take a gun you don't know how to handle to a house with a 7-year-old. So, I'll give you something a little safer to curl up with at night.
What? You?
See, you just think back to the Tenant last season and how Keith went all ballistic on that Tenant. He was giving that's it though. Like her ex, he was giving Alicia hell anyways. And it was driving her up the wall, and now we have her ex, who bumped into her, and now is driving right outside her house. This might be another another situation where Keith might have to unleash his inner Elias. Maybe, I don't know. Of course, he wasn't Elias at the time of shooting Veronica Mars, but when you're watching both Veronica Mars and Person of Interest at the same time, I can't help it. So, and yet they are both day and night, Keith and Elias.
Smile. Oh yeah, work it. Work it. Work it.
You're gonna be pulling that camera out.
The light's much better where you're standing.
Get him, Keith.
Your old lady took something of mine. I'm not leaving till I get it back.
She's not my old lady. She's my special lady friend.
So, I mean, this might seem a bit obvious, especially with the fact that Wallace is, you know, not exactly like his little brother in terms of the age and all of that. But if he is the ex, could he also be Wallace's father? And he wants custody or whatever, of like he wants to spend time with Wallace, maybe. So, I mean, it could be something valuable to him, like, I don't know, baseball card or something like that, but I feel like this is gonna run deeper, and this isn't gonna be some prized possession that he's had since he was 6 or whatever. This is gonna be potentially in relation to Wallace, maybe. I don't know. So, I mean, what's Wallace, like 17, 18?
I mean, how can you come here? Don't you know that your presence is upsetting to us?
We care about Meg.
Mom,
Quiet. If you really cared about Meg, she wouldn't have been on that bus.
I mean, didn't Meg not that they know that, but still, like, they can't put this blame on Duncan. I'm thinking sister. I don't know why.
Good, it appears. What is it with men? Never where you expect them to be.
I mean, that hook could be anything. Not into. Oh no. Is this Julie? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, because you gave the address and. Oh no. Oh my god. Where is she? What the? Damn, Julie.
Stand down. He's not Jewish. I'm Jewish.
He's not Jewish.
Are you there yet?
It's starting to hit. Like, So is he doing this for Julie? Like,
every day.
He wants to take
That's what Meg's
lessons
dad
and all of that.
And with the gold package, can you find out who that is in the photo on the bar? We can find out, but if you want my opinion, I'd say there's a fine line between looking for a problem and creating one.
Yeah. Trying to not rationalize it, but try to, yeah. You just gotta accept that some things aren't as what they seem to be.
Speaking of bling, what's up with
They'll
the
never
hoops?
nail
If I
her.
rub your head, do I get 3 wishes?
Oh my god.
You rub my head and you might want to make seeing tomorrow your first wish.
Missing an earring?
The Fitzpatricks are meth head lunatics, but they're not gonna kill a bus full of kids over $3 grand. Their problem with Servando would have been solved in an alley with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Give me your cell. If you're getting all that Jackie love with $2 in your pocket, imagine what you'd get with, say, 200.
Let him have this moment. Oh, God damn it. Oh, Jackie.
You didn't ask how high.
What? Not somebody you want to piss off.
You won't win.
Neither am I.
But I'm just saying you won't win against Veronica. You just worry that Wallace might lose her, though.
So what?
So it's progressed?
Like, used to.
It's progressed. Have you seen her with another guy since? No. See, when you assume, you really just make an ass out of you.
Well, yeah, you can't spell that without ass.
Yeah, I'm Scottish.
Really? Like from Scotland?
No.
So awesome. Foreign men are so much sexier than regular
Oh
men.
my god. I see what they're trying to do, like, try to, like,
Oh, you.
see if he'll slip.
You've got,
Oh. Cute are you?
But I don't think he's biting.
Wild to me, like a
Oh,
caged
no.
animal kind of thing.
You'd have to ask my girlfriend about that. My actual girlfriend. We're not just dorm mates, if you get my drift.
He's not biting! biting! This is a bust! This is a bust!
Fall under. Knows she's gorgeous, but likes to hear it anyway.
Oh!
Don't forget about that
Veronica, I think you got your answer there.
My friend is Nick Cage.
He's
Really?
not friends with Nick. He's not friends with Nick.
Nick Cage. That's hot.
No chance.
Would you excuse me a second? That box is opened.
You want a cup of pants?
I emailed the paper and called AAA. Thanks for your help. Your karma's golden. Ciao.
Oh god.
What you doing?
I'm cramming.
I mean, it was not happening, was it? He was not biting. And you could see what she was doing. Trying to test him, of course. But at the same time, I just couldn't help but feel the awkwardness, just cause it was like, yeah, you got, Julie, yeah, she's not getting, yeah, so.
Ask you something first?
Yes, the costumes. No, the props. Does that cover?
Wow!
Why didn't you tell
That's
me
crazy.
how often you'd visited Meg since the accident?
This might be guilt.
Chinese.
Your browser history, escort agencies, bootycall.com, Neptune Swingles. Well, look at that. Julie was so afraid to tell Colin about her family's money.
Oh.
Apparently, he's figured that out all on his own.
Ooh, heck.
Is that if my parents see what's on there, they'll pull the plug on Meg tomorrow. Can I use your bathroom real quick?
Oh. Oh, I thought you would hide under the bed or some
Hi,
shit like that.
Lizzie.
But, oh, no.
You must have some nosy-ass parents.
Understatement.
And this...
I mean, it's all about trust as well at the end of the day. So, yeah. Really?
Big time decorated detective. Did you think I wouldn't check up on the guy, Keith? His record is one phone call away. How stupid do you think that is?
Oh. Well, I guess Alicia has a type.
He wouldn't tell me.
You can't handle everything. And you don't get away with it all either.
I know.
Whether it's playing I Spy after school or staying out all night at your boyfriend's hotel room.
Uh-oh.
Just not quite as clever as you think you are.
I ended it. It's over.
Oh, sugar. Oh,
As soon as he checks his messages.
You broke up with him on his...
And you broke... Yeah, you broke
Julie, the internet search that Colin...
One thing to lie and say you're not rich. The other way around is way less cool.
I think I get it now.
Oh, heck.
Money matters.
Of course it matters.
Oh. Money talks. Cash is king. All that shit.
You both wanted to be sure you were loved for who you really were. And it seems that one of you was.
Oof. Oof.
Okay.
He's gonna
Maybe
say...
I can use your help around the office. A bit.
I'm sorry. Come again?
I need you to repeat that.
You're never gonna tell me what happened to prompt this, are you?
Nope.
No.
That call could have come from anywhere. A business line, a payphone, or...
Shit! You just go back to that stabbing incident.
A group of lower middle class Neptune High students plummet to their death and the O-Niners throw a party.
Hence the life short part. It was in their honor, and in the
Life
end,
is
it wasn't just
wow.
your social betters. In fact,
House. This call came from a number I don't recognize.
gee willikers, Veronica, it sounds like you're onto something. Maybe the pool boy did it.
You never know.
Take a look.
It's not impossible.
Am I supposed to know you?
You sure are, Wallace. I'm your father.
Boom. Earth-shattering. Yeah. I mean, it made sense, to be fair. If he was an ex, if, I mean, of course, she could have been with other people at the time, but I felt like with the importance of his character and all of that, and yeah, I felt like they were building towards that. To be fair, and then yeah, so oof. Like I said, Alicia has a type apparently if he's an officer. So, hey, but yeah, it was really, really interesting stuff, especially with Julie and Colin. Yeah, that was a very, very sticky mess, wasn't it? Which had some fun shenanigans about it, and it paid into great relation to obviously Duncan and Meg, and yeah, so yeah, but yeah, very interesting episode we peered into. So yeah, I mean, I felt like that was a pretty, I don't know. It might have been revelation worthy and all of that in terms of that ending and all of that for some people. But I kind of had a feeling, like if they were exes and all of that, there was potential. So, like I said, I mean, Alicia could have dated many people. Um, I guess by the time, like 20 years ago or something along those lines. But I just felt like it was all paths were leading to that like revelation. So yeah, but I mean, Keith's gonna have It's gonna be interesting to see how Keith will handle this ultimately. I mean, he didn't look too chipper, of course, at the ending of the end of his piece in this episode. But yeah. So yeah, and that's it though. I mean, with Keith, it's all gonna be this whole mystique for him about where he fits into in all of this whole shebang. So yeah, but it's going to be very interesting. I mean, there are some very interesting stories going on for him at the minute with the sheriff thing, and now he's in the middle of this whole family reunion thing with him and, well, with him, I guess at the sidelines with Alicia, with Nathan there, and Wallace, so, yeah. So, yeah, but, there could be that idea that she's not exactly entirely lying, maybe giving, maybe not exactly telling Keith the full shebang, basically. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, Keith's not exactly, because I don't imagine Alicia to be someone, I don't know. I mean, we've seen her like for a good chunk throughout for this past season and a bit, but I don't want to imagine her to like completely be full of bullshit. So yeah. So I mean, especially with I guess family reunions, especially if Nathan is wanting to reunite with Wallace and all of that, it could be a bit complicated. And yeah, because you just got to think, when was the last time that, well, Wallace didn't even recognize him? So and maybe he wants to turn over a new leaf, etc. Maybe he wants to be a better person, etc., etc. And he wants to do right by family. But yeah, so it's going to be interesting, that next episode. So but if it gets a lot more focus on Wallace, it'll be great, because I mean, obviously he's in the middle of his own predicament anyways, isn't he, with Jackie, of course. And I feel like Jackie is going to low-key get a little bit jealous, just basing off this episode, really, when it comes to jealousy and how that can rear its ugly head, in a sense, because I mean, you had Julie and how she was a bit thrown off with Colin, even though that there was no shenanigans going on, in regards to him seeing another person. So yeah, and even with Veronica herself, with her being involved with Duncan's whole situation when it came to Meg. And even that kind of threw me off a little bit because, not in terms of, is Duncan still got feelings, more so because I can understand why he would be a bit, like, why he would feel like shit. So, yeah. But I can just feel like there might be a clash between Jackie and Veronica. So if the next episode is gonna focus on Wallace, especially if Nathan's back and he's like, "Hey, I'm your father," Keith might have some words with Alicia, and Alicia's side of the thing of the story will come to fruition. Next episode should be very interesting and focusing on Wallace's family. So yeah. But yeah, it was really, really interesting this episode. Like even the Weevil situation, and how there was that whole Curly thing, and about how there is this idea there was that anonymous tip that came from the Eccles household, but anyone could have been involved during that party thing. In terms of relaying the anonymous tip that Curly was the one, responsible for the crash. It was just very interesting peering into that. So, there is this kind of like intrigue over who was the one that called from the Eccles household, really. So it's a very, very, I do love how they're furthering this whole bus incident further and further. So yeah. And of course, you just I'm just keeping in mind of other things that are going on, including, of course, the person that that was stabbed and all of that. So and Logan got the hate for it. So yeah, but now we have this whole thing about someone calling Weevil, leaving this message. Hey, yeah, Curly was responsible for the crash. Just throwing this out there, but no one knows who it was. So, like I said, anyone could have been involved during that party thing. That that very, I would say, like, given the circumstances, it was a very, very tasteless name, wasn't it? Life's short, and then you die and all of that. Like, especially when you got to consider what happened. So yeah, but yeah, but yeah, I felt like the whole situation, like I said, when it comes to jealousy, it was done really interestingly because it did apply to both Veronica and, of course, Julie, which was the person of interest really for Veronica in this episode, because with Julie she just relied on that doubt, really. She didn't have anything substantial, anything damning. It was just worries, it was just that anxiety. And we're seeing Colin is he's friends with bloody Nicolas Cage. I was like, there's no chance, no way. He is it's just so like it's just so crazy to put in my head. I mean, yeah, we barely know Colin, but like, oh yeah, I'm friends with Nicolas Cage. Get out of here. But even then, beforehand, we are seeing little bits and pieces where he's taking, Hebrew lessons so he can. Because I was just thinking he's wanting to convert for Julie, for crying out loud. So, but even then, like, I mean, I'm always very intrigued to see where story goes. I mean, Julie's even saying about the prospect that, like, there is this guarantee in her mind that Colin is cheating on her. But I'm just thinking, like, even with the hug, like, even when to the woman at the door and all of that, and there was that hug, I was just thinking last week about, well, there's not anything damning in terms of Kendall cheating on her husband and all of that. So, yeah. And even so, this could be a sister. This could be someone else that Julie might not know about. So, yeah. And it just gets very tragic, doesn't it? Like, with he was searching proposal tips, and he was most likely wanting to get permission, which is understandable. So, Yeah, and it's just all a big kerfuffle, isn't it? So, um, yeah, especially with the fact that it seems to like not end too well with Julie, considering she was the master of her own sabotage. Um, because she was expecting Colin to be the I'm gonna catch him and all of that, but instead she created her own kerfuffle. So it's a big risk. It's a big disaster, isn't it? Ugh. But like I said, it works really really well with Veronica, because obviously with Veronica, um, there is this whole thing about Duncan and Meg and all of that, and I liked the idea that she, whilst she was coming to the realization Colin might be just a decent guy. And I've got to say that whole idea, because, like I said, we know what Veronica was trying to do when it came to flirting with Colin. It's this whole attempt of catching him out and all of that. It wasn't working, and it was kind of awkward as well, because, but in a fun way. It wasn't painful or anything like that. Like, oh, please stop, like I this is gonna kill me. But it was more so in a way of, look, we know what she's doing, but this is awkward, and it's just, yeah. Yeah, it was just hilarious. But like I said, I mean, like, even with that in mind and all of that, there was this idea that, okay, well, I need to start trusting Duncan, because otherwise I'm just going to become like Julie, and I'm just going to have my mind rattled over nothing, really. So, yeah. And I mean, that's it when it comes to Meg and all of that. Like, with him being a bit upset about Veronica and being worried about, with her being worried about if he still has feelings for Meg. I feel like there is a lot more guilt going on, really, when it comes to, obviously, Meg being in the position that she is in. So, and it's really, really understand. I mean, yeah, it's. I mean, the parents are just bad as well. Like, with their ways of trying to monitor Meg's life entirely, basically trying to get a hold of any bits of privacy that Meg's entitled to. So yeah, but I think he's just concerned, really. It's and with Duncan, he is a very tragic character, as we all know, given last season's debacle. And I think, with Meg and how kind of complicated things were when it came to breaking up and all of that, there is going to be a shroud of guilt when it comes to, obviously, Meg in her coma. So, but that doesn't necessarily equate to him having feelings of wanting to get back with Meg. It's just that he just feels completely, yeah. So, it just feels like completely shit. But yeah, it was really, really yeah, it was really, really interesting stuff to see, about this episode. So, like, even, building overall in terms of the season with the, the idea that Curly and, how that tip was thrown from Logan's place, Logan being completely perplexed. So, yeah, but, yeah, it was just really, really great to go into this episode about trust, I guess you could say. And not necessarily in terms of, like, relationship dynamics, like romantic relationship dynamics. Because, like I said, even Jackie is, Jackie is low-key involved in that, because I feel like there might be an idea that, she might think that Veronica is low-key she's got low-key got feelings for Wallace. But I guess Keith to an extent, if that makes sense, because of course there was the dilemma of Veronica, like, with the amount of work that he's got stockpiled and Veronica wanting to chime in. Later on in the episode, after muddling things up with that with that client, towards the end of the episode, he does cave, doesn't he? So yeah, not that he wants to admit to Veronica, because Veronica was because you'll have that whole "I told you so" shit, won't you? So yeah, but not too bad of an episode. So I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feed and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!